So you want to introduce him?
Yeah, this is
Dena?
Mike. Mike.
Dena? This is Mike. This is Mike.
I'm Dena. This is, anyway, he's just the guy that saved me last night when that dude tried to rob me. And I just want everybody to know that he's a great dude.
All right. So here we have the great dude. So what's your name? What's your name again?
How you doing, world? I'm Mike.
You're Mike. Okay.
AKA Sleb. Born and raised right here in the Fillmore.
Oh, okay.
All my life I've been a pretty decent dude.
Was that before all that reconstruction? Were you raised
Yeah,
before
I was
that?
raised in the concrete jungle.
Oh, okay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen a lot through the course of my life.
Yes. So you're a San Francisco native.
Definitely.
So I assume San Francisco has changed a bit over
Quite
the
a bit.
yeah.
Quite a bit.
What's
You know,
like
I
the
don't know
biggest
if-
change? Do you think that's
The biggest change.
for better or worse?
Some cases better, some cases worse.
Do you like loud motorcycles?
No, I like motorcycles.
Okay.
Motorcycle is what cost me my career goal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used to love to play football. I played for the George Washington Eagles. My
really?
goal was to play NFL football, but I bought a motorcycle.
I'm trying to make what happened. You like on an accident or something?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Blew the knees out. So
Oh.
at that point, me and my coach cried together, and I chose a different lifestyle. I came and devoted my life to the street, to the game, and I don't regret any decision I make as a man. That's the man my mother and grandmother raised. I didn't have a dad. They raised a man to the fullest degree. I stand tall on integrity. I stand tall on word, on truth. Whatever I've been, I'm not an angel. You know, I have 23 years in prison plus.
Really? What for, if I can ask?
My last offense was a manslaughter, murder.
Oh boy.
Attempted robbery on me. I did 16 years for that.
And you couldn't get self-defense for that?
There's no such law in California.
Really?
There's no.
No, I didn't know that.
California doesn't have a self-defense law.
So if somebody comes up and robs you, you cannot defend yourself.
It would
Wow.
be difficult to.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so
That doesn't sound right.
No, it's not right.
It's not right at all.
But I'm very intelligent. I went to college. I was in city. I'm going back to city. When
What's your major, or what are you studying?
X-ray tech and
Oh, okay.
drug and alcohol case management and rehabilitation.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me.
So are you living in this neighborhood somewhere?
I live right here.
Right here.
Yeah.
So you're living on the street?
I'm a street
okay.
warrior.
Street warrior. Okay.
You know, and a lot
that
of
sounds so much better than like homeless.
Well, a lot of people tend to look down on people, which I don't like in San Francisco that live out here.
Yeah.
Me, as opposed to that, it's almost like I embrace it because I think when we go back to the beginning of time, this is how man lived. We lived on the earth. The earth was our home. You know, we adapted. We fed off the earth. And I do that. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's not even a down thing for me to be homeless. It's like I can embrace it. And that's weird, huh? But I do. And I meet a lot of good people
Yeah.
doing it, you know,
Yeah.
because I still don't do people wrong.
Well, you know, you asked why I do this. That's one reason why, is to let people see the human side of people. Because you walk by on the street, there's a certain stereotype. Everybody thinks you're all the same, right? You know.
Exactly.
So and I walk around and I see people. I started talking to them. You know, they're people like everybody else.
Like everybody else.
So I thought, I should record some interviews and put them up. What they have.
Sometimes I'm sitting here and people walk by and I speak to everyone. I like to speak. Like, hey, how you doing? Have a good day, whatever.
Yeah.
Some people speak, some people don't.
Yeah.
But you still can't hold that against them either. You know,
Right.
they got some stereotype they got in their head or whatever.
Yeah.
Let them live with it. You know,
Yeah.
I follow my creator. You know, I'll just say higher power because everybody don't believe in God and all that. I'll just keep it open by saying I embrace my higher power every day. You know, I wake up praising it, and I wake up and I walk around and I embrace it. I talk to my higher power a lot. So it keeps me humble, keeps me understanding, keeps me grounded in a fashion. You know, for the lot I've been to, I'll even fast forward to say that I recently got out of jail July 1st.
Oh, that's not too long ago.
Not long. I wasn't in long either. But
What jail were you in?
San Francisco.
Down at 850 Bryant?
In San Bruno.
Oh, in San Bruno.
And
Okay.
trust me, I know all the sheriffs.
You're good friends, huh?
Yeah, and they all told me going out, you know, I can think of a few. You know, they're good people.
Yeah.
What people don't understand is that, you know, some people that go to jail, I don't want to see. Them sheriffs are just other people with jobs that's paying their bills.
Yeah.
And that's the base and the correspondence I've got with quite a few sheriffs in there. We sit down, we talk, we connect. You know, I can remember one particular one, I won't say his name because it's going to be on YouTube. But
Sure.
we connect.
I would edit it out anyway.
We used to do puzzles every day just before I came home. I started doing the puzzles, but he started coming over there helping me, doing his shift. And we found out so much about each other, man. You know what I mean? It was almost tearful.
Yeah.
The day before I left, I kept saying, I'm going on, man. And he just looked at me, man. He was like, man, don't let me see you. I'm like, okay, man, I do my best, man.
Yeah.
I don't, it's not like I want to come here.
Yeah.
But,
So, like, is it in jail? Is it like you see on TV, or like people digging tunnels and trying to get out and stuff, or what?
you can't get out of Bruno. It's a maximum security.
Oh, okay.
But after getting out of there, I had a very traumatic ordeal.
Really?
You know, I rented a car, and I was, you know, in Oakland doing my thing, and I visited some friends, supposed friends. And these friends happened to like the nice car I rented, which was an Audi Q5, if you know what they look like. A nice car. So they chose to attempt to kill me, to take it.
Ow. Yow. And you weren't allowed to defend yourself, right?
I didn't have a chance. It came from the back.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
So,
yeah. Look at that.
I just recently, 3 days ago, got the staples off.
Wow.
So, you know, it's like I go through my life and I experience these ordeals, and I'm still here.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of people embrace me and love me, because through all of my ups and downs and through all the traumatic ordeals that I don't deserve that's tried to happen to me, I'm still standing. I'm not crippled. I'm not rolling around, and you know, I'm still standing. And I tell them that's by the grace of my higher power, because my higher power knows what lives within my heart. You know what I mean? And to take me down would take an act of him, not of a human being. You know, he wouldn't allow that to happen. So I didn't seek revenge. My revenge is through my Creator. My Creator will seek that. He says, leave that to him. So I forgave him. And I just haven't been back home.
Yeah. Yeah.
But my mom lives in Oakland.
Oh, okay.
And to help you understand the kind of family I come from, my mother was a hard-working woman, never did drugs in her life. She's still alive. She's living in Oakland. She's struggling. She's going into the early stages of dementia.
Oh, boy.
She worked her life at Safeway, retired from the Safeway on Webster Street.
Oh, yeah.
My grandmother, on the other hand, is deceased. May she rest in peace. She died in 1992. She was a hard-working woman as well. She scrubbed floors in Arkansas. She made me the person I am a lot, and I like to think her spirit walks along with me. I wasn't there with her when she passed on, but she was my best friend.
What's a typical day for you like? What do you do on a typical day?
These last few days, slept.
Slept.
I haven't been feeling very well.
Besides rescue people who are getting mugged, what's a typical
I just
day?
walk around and connect with people, man.
Yeah.
I walk around, I connect with the people I know and love, man. You know, and not all of them love me back. But it don't matter. I love everybody. And I try to help them understand what it means when you say you love everybody. It doesn't mean that you break your neck for everybody. It just means that you're at a space in your life where you wish the best for the next person. You don't have to know who they are. You love them enough to give them peace of mind. You don't want to be someone negative in their life space. That's how much I love other people. You know, you don't deserve me to bring negative into your life.
Sure.
You know, I don't deserve, and the same goes for me. You know, so that's what I mean when I say I love everybody. I love you enough not to want to disturb your life. You know? Everybody on this earth has a right to live their life to the best, the way they want, and to the best, or what they call happiness. Whatever that is.
So to you, what's happiness?
State of mind.
Yeah, I mean, being in this neighborhood and just
Happiness
seems to be your thing, right?
Happiness is peace within.
Yeah.
Humbleness. Being satisfied with who I am. Waking up in the morning and being okay with who I am. You know, looking at myself in the mirror and being okay with who I am and where I've come and what I've done and who I, you know, that's happiness.
Yeah.
You know, being able to look in the mirror and smile.
Yeah.
And say, you know what, I kind of love you. You're a damn good guy.
You're a tall guy too, right? How tall are you?
6'1".
6'1". Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got to hold the camera looking up all the time.
Like I say, you know, football is the best sport on the planet.
Yeah.
My cousin is Marshawn Lynch, plays for the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, really? That's your cousin?
That's my cousin, yes.
Wow.
Been known him since he was a little skittle.
Wow.
Yeah, I was with him on the 4th of July. He was at a barbecue
Oh.
in Oakland, yeah.
Wow.
That's my cousin. So I watch football through him, you know, and I look at him and it almost cheers me up to say that.
That could have been you.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, but I try to give him good stuff to keep him going strong because he had some, you know, lumps and bumps going through.
Sure.
You know, like when he, you know, got caught with the pistol, when he did this, you know. I had input on that, and hopefully my words to him on those situations encouraged him not to let it happen again. You know, sometimes we get in these positions and we forget. You know, you still got the young wild.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, the youngsters today, they need direction from somebody genuine.
So you try to mentor people you see around the neighborhood,
especially the youngsters. I have kids.
Do they listen to you?
For the most part.
Yeah. So you have kids. How many kids do you have?
4.
4 kids.
Adult children.
Yeah.
7 grandchildren.
7 grandchildren. Wow.
6
Congratulations.
granddaughters, 1 grandson.
Wow.
I got 2 daughters, 2 sons. One of my daughters, my youngest daughter, is a lawyer in Sacramento. My youngest son goes to Fresno State. It's Justin, and he's currently playing football. Yeah, like his dad. My oldest son was playing basketball. He stays in Bayview, but he doesn't play basketball anymore. He chooses to do other things. My oldest daughter, she also stays in Bayview, and she does her thing. And that's what I was doing, giving you a background on my family. Is I have 3 brothers and 1 sister. My sister owns a restaurant in 3rd Street. I won't give a shameless plug on her.
Oh, that's okay. She has
a soul food restaurant up there, and I've never really had it hard. I guess that's why I can be homeless and accepted too, because I know I'm not materialistic. My mom and grandma raised a guy that can be happy and secure with what he is and who he is and what he's got.
I see.
And he can give with no shame and give from his heart for nothing. You know, because I don't see value in material things over people in their hearts in that situation. So if I'm somebody that can help someone, I'm more than likely, when I come across that person that needs that particular help, they'll get it. Because I don't like to see other people struggle. You know, it's just something that's within me. I know what it's like to have a lot. I used to sell drugs.
You used to sell drugs?
I got 23 years in prison.
So. That's what that was for. Okay.
Yeah, I used to sell on a bigger level. I've never been a flashy guy.
Yeah.
That's probably why I've never been arrested doing it. Because I've always been the 501 white T-shirt, 73 Camaro. You know, I'm not a flashy dude.
Yeah.
It don't take a Rolex watch and a gold watch to make a man.
Right.
I can wear nothing in a white T-shirt and 501s and still be just as much as man as Harry Belafonte. You know? And I know that. So I think that's what gave me longevity in that business. Is that I did it to support my family. You know, which that's a lame excuse. But whatever, I treated it like a business.
Yeah.
I even respected the clients. You know, and I think that gave me longevity is because I was taught how to do it this way. And that's the way I approached it. Like a business, just like if I owned that store right there.
Right.
You know, I treated it with respect like that and demanded it back. And in turn, it flourished and it caused me to prosper. I may be one of the primary reasons my sister even has that restaurant right now. And helped her through her education. That got her, you know, where she is.
So some good came out of all that drug dealing.
Yeah. My daughter's a lawyer. That's probably a lot of me. During my time of selling drugs, I established mutual funds for every kid I had. So when they turned 21, they received a large sum of money. And it was up to them what they do with it.
I see.
And my youngest daughter did that smart. That's my baby. But they all received a very large sum of money. I bought a home in Bayview that my son lives in.
Okay. So you bought a home for your son, but you're living here homeless, huh?
Yeah,
that's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah.
That's because my kids and my grandkids visit that home. And right now, I don't feel comfortable in my skin enough to be around my grandchildren. As weird as that may seem. You know, I don't feel like I'm 100%. My grandchildren are my world. And if I'm not 100%, I don't want to be around. I don't want to give them 90% of their grandfather. I want to give them 100%. If you can understand what I mean by that.
I guess. I don't have grandchildren, so I probably can't relate totally. I hear it changes you, but I don't know.
Man. They're my world, you know.
Yeah. Let me ask, do you think drugs should be legal? Are you one of those that think drugs should be legalized?
I think drugs should be burned.
Think they should be burned?
Certain drugs should be burned.
Okay.
Should be just, exiled from this whole globe. I don't think there's any room for heroin. I don't think there's any room for cocaine. I don't think there's any room for methamphetamines. These are drugs that's hurting society and hurting people.
Yeah.
And causes a lot of heartache. You know? Marijuana, on the other hand, I don't even consider it a drug.
Yeah, so that's
I consider
okay.
marijuana a herb.
Right.
I have some right now.
Uh-oh.
It's an herb.
I better edit that part out.
It's an herb. You know? Well, San Francisco is marijuana.
I know. I'm just kidding.
You know, the one thing about marijuana, you can walk by, a cop can drive by and see you rolling a joint. Unless you just don't like it and you want to.
Right.
He's not going to even stop.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
But now, as opposed to if you got a crack pipe out or a bubble out.
Yeah. That's different. Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
You know, they see that as a threat.
Yeah.
People that do these drugs are hurting other people or taking other people's stuff. You don't see nobody smashing somebody over the head to get some marijuana.
No. Unless they're really desperate. Yeah.
You know?
So what about the neighborhood here in the Tenderloin? How the shelters, the whole system for helping the homeless. Do you think there's stuff they could do more, or is it pretty good?
Absolutely, I think it's something they can do more. I think you can have more of an outreach program where you won't see the same person in that same shelter for 6-7 months. You know, you can have a more expedient outreach program. Get on the mayor's office. Get on the mayor's office. Get on people that run these things, that has the authority to open up vehicles. So the mayor talks all this crap about all this housing for homeless, but yet you don't see anything happening.
Yeah.
Get on the mayor's office and make him do some things. Get some doors open. Make him be a man about his word, what he's speaking on these things. Because I've heard and I've read a lot of this stuff Mayor Lee is saying about helping homeless, but I've yet to see a lot. And that's not good. You know, how long are we going to sit here and listen to politicians lie to make themselves look good?
Well, you know what they say about politicians.
Huh?
All the homeless they're hoping is on SSI.
Yeah.
Because they can get a piece of their change. That's about it. If you're homeless, you
And that's the shame. It's all a racket. That's what I see in society, is that it's a racket.
You know, some people say that San Francisco has too many services and that everybody comes from outside to San Francisco and it draws too many people in.
That pushes the local out of the way.
Well, they just think that San Francisco is like this big magnet drawing everybody from the rest of the country in, and they use that as an excuse to say, there should be less services, right?
I can agree with that, though.
Can you?
To an extent to where I think it makes it more difficult for the local. It does. Because you got all these foreigners coming in, they coming over, and they seeking the same help that you want. So now they pushing the grill, and then when you get in there, the foreigner is in your way. You know what I mean? And they came all the way from Timbuktu.
Right.
And you've been right here on San Francisco soil all your life trying to get help. And it's difficult for you to get it.
So is there a solution for that? Do we have to, prove you're a resident or something? Or
I think you should.
There shouldn't be no proof. Social Security number is proof enough.
And I get Social Security. I get SSI. I get disability because I was a bus driver. For 3 years.
Like a city bus?
No, tourist,
tourist bus. Okay.
Double deckers that drive.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I used to drive those and those big black buses.
Oh yeah.
Those too.
Yeah.
I used to work.
Oh really? Is it okay to put that on YouTube?
Yeah,
He's not going to care. Okay.
Hey, Gary don't get it. I'm gonna give Gary a plug. Gary, you're a good dude, but you're tight with your money. I drove Gary to a couple of special events up in the mountains. I won't drive no more because I had a stroke in 2011.
Oh.
So I refuse to put other people's lives in danger driving a commercial vehicle with passengers and having a stroke.
That would be bad, yeah.
That would be ugly. So I don't want to be one of those people, so I gave up driving buses in 2012.
What was that like, having a stroke? What happened, if you want to talk about it?
It didn't anything collapse, but my vision went. As far as like blurry, I wouldn't be able to see you at all. You'd be haze. I was sitting in the car with my little brother in Oakland. I still remember the whole thing. Sitting right in front of the liquor. My little brother was driving, and he was in his car, and I was just sitting there talking. And all of a sudden, my vision just went.
Wow.
And I told him, sitting there, I said, "Little bro, I think you need to take me to the hospital. I think something just happened.
Yeah.
I can't see."
Wow.
So he took me to the hospital. They ran their test and everything, and they told me I had a stroke, a mild stroke.
But your vision came back.
Yes, not 100%.
Oh, really?
I definitely need reading glasses.
Oh, okay.
Before that happened, my vision was immaculate. I'd be able to see a dot on that. But I can't see like that well. Now I need reading glasses to read any small print and anything like that. But it's changed me as a person, and there's a lot of positive change within it. It's growth. It made me slow down a lot. I used to push myself a little harder, even with work. I used to work my off when I was driving bus. When I changed over to the double deckers, I'd push myself so hard. I'd work 7 days a week. Any extra work, bring it to me. Push. And that showed me that I need to slow down. It's like I'll be 50 years old next year. It's like,
the big 5-0.
Big 5-0.
Big 5-0. It's going to change you, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's going to make you realize.
Triple OG status.
I'm starting to get over the hill.
Triple OG status, man. It's like, I don't know, man, but I slowed down a lot, man. I just slowed down major. I used to be a little wilder than I am now. I used to run around a little crazier.
Well, that's true of everybody, right? They're wild and crazy in their young days, and then they mellow out as they get older, right?
You would hope so.
I guess not everybody does. Yeah.
You would hope they would mature at some state and start doing things a little different. But the thing is, it's a lot of things you find out through living as you live and get older. You find out a lot of things about a lot of other people that you love and care for. You find out a lot of things you don't like. You find out a lot of truths. That's what I found out living out here. A lot of truths that I probably was blinded to before.
Like, you have an example of one of those truths?
That people don't really care as much as you do.
No, they don't.
You can't expect people to be like you. To see you hungry. You can't expect everyone to see you hungry and want to give you something to eat.
Right. Do you ever panhandle or sell street sheet or any of that? Okay.
No. It is not that I think I'm a bigger man to do it. It's just I don't have the patience for it.
Okay.
Like, I have you notice I'm kind of like favoring my back here.
Yeah.
Really bad back.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't stand here too long.
It's okay.
Yeah.
That comes from the street warrior. You deal with the pains and the aches, and you just keep on pushing. And that's what my mom used to tell me is going to be the death of me. She said, "You'll be sick," and this is true because I am kind of low on the weather now. She said, "That's what worries me about my son. He can be sick, he can be in pain, he can be angry, he won't say anything to you, and he'll just keep trying to be normal." She used to always tell me, "That's going to hurt your." And I don't like hospitals, so that's the last resort.
I don't think anybody likes hospitals.
No.
Except the people that work there, maybe.
I went there for this head, man, and I was like, and that's an experience. I never had a cracked skull. When they was taking these things out, man, it was hell in a hot
Was
water.
it? Oh, geez.
One of the staples was backwards or some kind of way flipped. I let him. He told me I left him in too long.
Oh.
So that one staple was like, I felt like he was pulling my brains through my hole in my skull. I'm like, man, when you just grab that thing and just yank it.
Oh, geez.
But every experience builds something within you that pushes you and makes you stronger. This is the truth.
Well, I've never had that experience myself, and I hope I don't.
This is something I hope you don't have to experience.
All right.
Through that, that's what makes me help a lot of other people too. That's what made me stop someone from messing with Dena. That's
Yeah.
what makes me do the things.
So what happened? What happened with that guy? You know, what was the?
Just got away.
Just okay.
You know what he's up against.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You know, I tend to not fear anyone. So, you know, if it's my time, it's my time.
Okay.
You know, but I don't think nobody has a right to be victimized. You know?
Have you ever done anything like that before, or was that the first time you've
No,
rescued
first
somebody?
time. No.
Yeah.
And I'll do it again. You know, people just don't deserve that, man. You know, I've done my wrongs. You know, most of my wrongs in my life, most of my criminal crimes, been property crimes.
Right.
I haven't been hurting people.
Right. Except those who are attacking you. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't thrive on hurting another human being. It doesn't make me. To me, it doesn't make a man. Some people tend to think that makes a man. Because you can knock this person out. Because you can beat this person. That doesn't make you a man. The true definition of a man is a responsible man that walks with integrity, that takes care of all his responsibilities, that holds his head up high. You know, honest. You know, knows that he has no reason to lie to another human being, because no man does. You can't give me a viable reason as an adult man to lie to me about anything.
Yeah.
You can
I don't think I would ever lie to you.
You can tell me the truth whether it hurts or not. I just have to like it, love it, or leave it.
Right.
And that's the way I live. And a lot of people are confused about that. It's like, I'm not gonna stand by you and have something on my mind about you without expressing it, whether it's good or bad. And if you do that with me, it makes me respect you more, because it says that you're a man that walks with integrity. You don't fear this other man, then you're gonna say what's on your mind, regardless. You know, it shouldn't be consequences for realism, for honesty. Honesty shouldn't have consequences. It shouldn't. It can. But you have to deal with them.
Yeah.
And you got to deal with those consequences.
Yes.
Like if you be honest with
But
your
that's
girlfriend.
better than the consequences of lying, usually.
Definitely,
Yeah.
because it's gonna smooth itself out. I've even had those instances where I was honest with someone and it wasn't good. You know, they cried or they dealt with it, whatever. But after they went through that process, they thanked me just for being honest. You know, and they understood. It was like, hey, you know, you don't know who being honest may be helping. Somebody may need that raw honesty. A lot of us do. I need it. You know what I mean? It's like, give me that raw. And if I'm doing something that's with something, I'm doing something that's you know, not really. I need that raw honesty to maybe help me snap me out of it and stop doing it. I need that raw honesty. That person that came up and said, "Hey, you," then I may not like it at the moment, but then I may like, okay, yeah, he's right. You know what I mean? So you need that. And I just live by it, man.
All right.
That's just me, man. I ain't gonna take up all your time.
Yeah, I think we should. My battery's starting to run out, so we want to get this guy. So, anything you want to say in closing?
In closing, man, I want to say thank you for people like you that acknowledge us. Thank you for the people that do see what's going on out here and take the efforts, whatever it is they're doing. They may not be getting involved in themselves in it. So thank you for those who actually care behind the scenes what's going on. Thank you to the Creator and the Lord I serve for just giving me and the person that I am. Thank Him for giving me all these people around here that, you know, I got a lot of love and respect for. You know?
All right. Well, thank you. This is gonna be a good interview. I should get your name now. Because you've been in this interview and I haven't even gotten your name.
My name's Jeff.
Jeff.
Everybody knows me as Jeff. My buddy here pretty much covered everything.
Yeah.
But
So just say ditto and you're done.
No. I've you know, come here, back here, born here, not raised here, and what I found I didn't like. It took me to a point to where I was not comfortable in my own life. So 15 years ago, I was not all that. But to this day, you know, I'm holding down a job. I'm holding down a job in my building. You know, I got a little of this, little of that coming in. I ain't trying to incriminate myself, but I just take it day by day. If there's a crook in the line, or if there's a rock in the way, I'm going to go around it. I'm like water. I'm not trying to stop, fight, shoot, none of that. I'm just trying to get to what I need to do, put food on the table, and call it a day. That's a basic Jeff for you.
So what job are you doing right now?
Oh, I'm working at a bar and bar and eat place.
Oh, okay.
It's just, picking up a few boxes a couple of days a week, but it helps.
Yeah.
It helps a lot. It's better than standing on the corner. It's better than peddling this, peddling that. It's honest, good heart, honest work, and makes you feel better after the day's over. When you go home, even though your pocket may be empty that day, it still feels good. I know at the end of the week, something's going to be there, so it's all good for me.
So you were born in San
I
Francisco?
was born here, right here, raised in Santa Barbara.
In Santa Barbara, okay. That's a beautiful area, isn't it, Santa Barbara?
Yeah, it's all right.
You like San Francisco better, I take it.
Well, actually, if I had the choice, I'd go back to SB.
Would you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Most of my young life is there.
Oh, okay.
I miss some of those things that I used to participate in, but I try to bring those things up here.
What caused you to come back here?
Curiosity.
Oh, okay.
Family issues,
Oh, okay.
questions, unanswered questions, stuff like that. And day in, day out, what happens is you get stuck. And it's not so well. Since this is my where I was born, and I'll hang out for a while. 15 years ago, 16 years ago. I think I've done quite well. I have no kids, I have no spouses or anything like that, but there is someone that I take care of, I hold dearly right here. That person's name is Nikki.
Nikki?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know, I don't really have too much to say. I just live a basic life.
Yeah. So what's a typical day? What do you do on a typical day?
Typical day? Well, if I leave the house and I walk down the street, I may see something. If I think it's worth fixing and making money at it, I'm going to pick it up. That takes 2 or 3 hours to do. It may take 2 or 3 days to find a part. But anybody who knows Jeff and have bought something from Jeff will tell you they still have it.
Okay.
And it still works.
So you sort of scavenge things, fix them up, and sell them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. All kinds of stuff. I probably even sold this gentleman something before.
Yeah.
No, I've sold so much. But it's another dollar in your pocket. It's another dollar you don't have to ask that person for. It's another 50 cents you get to pay for that person in front of a store or anywhere. I don't like asking people for money. I just don't like doing it. I don't feel good.
Yeah.
So that's what I do.
Do you have a place around here where you?
I have a place to live.
Okay.
It's a hotel. I split it with another person. It's kind of big, but it gets crowded at times because I'm always bringing in something. I always taking out.
Oh,
something.
to fix it up, right?
Yeah. Well, it's pretty nice so far. It's just that things break down.
Right.
Things need to be replaced.
Sure.
I may find something that I like that somebody else wants, and I have to weigh my need and the dollar. So that's sometimes a hard decision. So if the shelf is right, if the rent's okay, then I'll keep the item. If it's not, then I get the dollar. So you have to weigh things on that page. And it's all a hustle every single day. No one really gets a day off. And even if I did get a day off at a regular place, it's not a day off because getting off that, you're still working when you come out here. So talking to you, when I leave, I may walk down this alley and see something, I'm still working.
Yeah. What's the last thing that you found and fixed?
The last thing I found to fix was VCR, DVD player.
Oh, okay.
All it needed was some oil.
So you just found it like on the sidewalk?
Oh, people set all kinds of stuff out there.
I see stuff all the time, yeah.
All kinds of stuff. And some of the stuff they set up, believe it or not, ain't nothing wrong with it. Maybe a little dirt here, maybe a little this and that, something anybody could wipe down and fix and make it presentable. Make sure it works. So nothing that don't work.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Do you? Are you one of the guys that go like down on the wall and sell stuff or any?
No,
you just sell it to people you know.
I've been doing this for quite some time, so I've developed my own.
So you have a
clientele.
reputation, yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of cops don't like it.
They don't like it?
No, because I'm good at what I do.
Why don't they like that?
Because I guess it's tax-free cash. I don't know what they want to say about it, but
I don't know why cops would care about that.
Well, they do. Believe me.
Interesting.
They do. One cop stopped me from picking up a stereo one night when he didn't have nothing to do with it. He could have just kept on going.
That's pretty weird.
So sometimes you get snapped. Sometimes it goes down like that. But you gotta respect it.
Right. Yeah.
Just keep on going because it could be worse.
Yeah.
And that's just how it goes.
So you're walking down the street and there's a DVR or something on the street, and he's going to stop you from picking that up.
Well, it depends. It depends on the year it was made, how old it is, what it looked like, what is it made out of. some old TVs have different connections
Right.
that people don't want. They
Right.
want the newer this and the newer
Right,
that.
yeah,
Now
yeah.
people want flat screen. So
Right.
I can walk and see a line of TVs. I won't touch not one of them because in my mind I know somebody who wants a flat screen.
Right.
So if there is a flat screen and I look at it, it's an up-to-date type model and it's clean and everything, cool. It's not just picking something up. You got to know what you're picking up. Then you
Yeah.
got to check for the bed bugs. And you got to check for all kinds of little stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you got to walk around it a few times. You got to check it out. Maybe somebody just put it down there.
Yeah.
Going in a room or going in a hotel or something. You just don't pick.
Oh, I see. Yes.
There's little. You got look. There's laws around
Yeah.
a lot of stuff that's on the street.
Right.
It could belong to this man. He could be down there at the corner. I'm not knowing that. I got to ask him about it. I ask
Right.
the closest people standing around,
Right.
and that's how I get away with what I do.
Okay.
Being a little honest with what you do.
No, that's good. So you left. You were born in San Francisco. How old were you when you left?
Oh, I was very young. I don't even remember. Maybe 9.
Oh, okay. So you don't really remember much about San Francisco, I take it.
No, not really. I don't.
Okay. And how long have you been back?
About 16 years.
16 years. Okay. So 16 years a while. You must have seen some changes
Yeah, I
in
see
San
change.
Francisco
I see
over 16
change.
years.
Everywhere I go,
Yeah.
the whole Polk Street's changed.
Really? In what way?
The whole TL is changing. I mean, I've seen more buildings go up
Oh yeah.
here than anywhere else.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 15, 16 buildings going up as we speak.
Yeah.
And most of it's down that area. You got a few of them up in this area.
Yeah.
That building over there is not even 5 years old.
Mm.
The building up the street's not even
That's true.
2 years old.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things going out.
Mm.
Like that whole Van Ness part right there, that's getting ready to change. Big drastic change. New hospital going in, this and that.
Oh yeah, that new hospital. Yeah.
I mean, they bought, these people have bought up everything. Keep the guy off the corner, the liquor store off the corner. There's a lot of things going to change. The head shop that used to be around the corner on Gary, that's gone.
Yeah.
The donut shop up the street, that's gone. I mean, change? Oh, I've seen a lot change. A lot's going to change. And,
So you think in general it's for the better or for the worse?
well, everything's got its strong points and everything's got its weak points in life. Okay, the people make things for the better. It's up to the people to use them as better because there's going to be negative that follows. You can't have a car battery if you don't have positive and negative. You can't have a world of people if you don't have positive and negative. So that's how it's going to be. That answer is it's going to have positivity. It's going to have negativity. It's up to us to weed it out.
Okay. What advice would you give to someone who's coming to the Tenderloin or finds themselves in the Tenderloin for the first time? What should they do?
Go back.
Go back. That's pretty much what everyone says. Don't come here. Yes.
Go back.
But you're here, right?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Being of ethnic color has a lot of survival. Has a lot to do with survival.
Yeah.
Certain people can get through certain things.
Yeah.
Even if a person was a little paler, they can get through certain things. You just have to know how to do it.
So you're saying I wouldn't do so well, huh?
Well, I can't really say that, but you can look at some people, you can see that they're not doing so well. And you look at other people that are basically in the same boat and see that they are doing so well. It's who you know.
Yeah.
Just like the little job I got. I didn't get it by application. I got it by somebody I know.
Yeah.
And things just work out like that. I mean, but if you came to the TL, I'd tell you to put your camera up and go home.
Yeah.
Go back to where you came from because you're not going to like it.
Right.
The things that are going to happen to you are the things that you told your mama you would never do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's just how it goes.
Yeah.
It's a hard life out here in the TL.
Yeah, I was telling someone else when I walk through the Tenderloin, people say these are two things. They're either going 5-0, 5-0, or they think I'm here to buy. I'm one or the other. That's what they think,
Well,
it couldn't be anything else, right?
That you're not here to buy anything.
I'm not.
I can see that from across the street.
Yeah.
Body language has a lot to do with what you're up to.
So you can tell.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have that natural instinct in you, you don't have an instinct.
Yeah.
You got to have that.
Yeah.
Every animal's got.
Do you think I'm 5-0 though? Would you have thought I was 5-0 if you saw me?
I would have to say yes and no.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I've been I was down the other day. I was down at Larkin and Gary there, just standing on the corner waiting to cross, and some guy comes up to me and says, "Are you the cops?"
I did see you in Northern Station already.
The reason why I say yes or no is because I've seen people every single day, not just in this city, in LA and in Hollywood. I've seen people that I would say hi to every single day, and then one day they pull out the badge, and it's like,
Really? Wow.
And I've seen cops sleep like bums on the street. Get high with everybody
Being
else.
decoys, right? Or undercover.
Wait for that one person, and bam, and it's like, whoa.
Wow.
You never know who you speak with, shake hands with. You just don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said it earlier in the last interview, people are out to make their money so they can pay their rent, so they can eat, whatever.
Yeah.
You, me, and everyone else.
Right.
But some people are just out plainly to get you,
Yeah.
and that's sad.
Yeah.
That's just the sad part.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're hurting somebody, severely, really hurting somebody, I can see. But you're just chasing this one guy because he made more money than that guy on the block. Come on, man. Come on, man. Money is money. It's the root of all evil. Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
That's just messes me up, man. I just can't deal with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't think I have anything else to say.
Okay.
I'm kind of camera shy.
Oh, okay. Well, you did pretty good, actually. So anything you want to say in closing, or last words of wisdom?
Just stay sharp out there.
Okay.
Stay ahead of yourself. And always protect your loved ones. Peace out.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.